Good morning. How's everyone out there doing today? I am so honored to be here with the marvelous Mel Kelly, author of these two phenomenal books. And Mel Kelly is our Disastrous life coach. Welcome, Mel.
Thank you so much to the amazing Amy Hamilton, the amazing author of these two amazing books, The Project Manager and The Consummate Communicator. So I will take my amazing disastrous tips together with Amy's marvelous competence tips, and we can give you tips on how to make your life even worse than it already is.
So, Mel, today we're going to be talking about promotions. And often we're at work, we find ourselves selling ourselves short in the workplace, but a promotion opportunity comes up. How do you advise handling it when you find out that there's a promotion opportunity and you feel like it's something that you would want to do?
Exactly. So what do you do there? I mean, the bad advice is obviously get very friendly with your boss, become friendly with their family, call over to their house the whole time, be there, cut their grass, cut all the good stuff. Yeah, buddy up with your future boss.
No, that's how we do things in America. You know that? That's like, yeah, that's just called the good old boys network here. That's like what happens.
Cut the grass, bring the dog for a walk, visit the family. This is all just terrible advice. It's just, yes. So that's absolutely tip number one. A better way of doing it is actually find out who the other candidates are for that promotion. So if it's an internal promotion, you might know the other colleagues. And what you do then is you start working the grapevine and do the backbiting, and you praise them, but you undermine them at the same time and tell them everybody and focus on the mistakes. Everybody knows the mistakes they've made in the past. But now, if you want to take it to the next level and don't want to take that risk, you could start thinking about meeting the competitors for lunch and potentially slipping some food poisoning into their lunch at the canteen. Now, again, high risk. Amy, you have a look of disbelief on you there. I'm not talking about trying to kill them. I'm just sort of like somebody to hamper the performance a little bit, so that they go back to work in the afternoon, they make a few mistakes, there's a whole palette of options there to take out the competition.
So food poisoning is your solution.
Food poisoning is a pretty good one, to get food poisoning
in the competition.
Food poison the competition.
On your advice on the boss, I want to go back to I think kind of if you want to up the disaster level, I think you should stalk them to the bathroom.
Stalk them to the bathroom. Okay.
Yes, I think you should be there to like follow them into the bathroom, make sure that you're talking to them the whole time about your performance, follow them out to the car, telling them the whole time about your performance. I think you should just stalk your boss wherever they go.
You will be definitely very, very memorable. They definitely won't forget you. They will remember.
I think that would be some absolutely terrible advice. Is just do not stalk your boss. That is
when they wash their hands in the bathroom, you can give them the towels to let them
wash their hands. Exactly.
Offer them some deodorant or some aftershave or whatever it is, and don't actually ask them for any change in return. But yeah, this is in terms of making an impression, these are all very effective ways of becoming memorable. And that's what it's all about today, is about becoming memorable. So whether you stalk them in the bathroom, whether you go for lunch every day, whether you buddy them up, whether you grapevine network this all your colleagues, whether you poison all your colleagues. There's a whole palette of things that you can do. Anything else spring to mind for you, Amy?
Well, while I'm thinking about promotions, one of the things that I often see is the people is about where are you right now in your current job performance. So how could you make your current performance a disastrously memorable event so that you would stand out?
Yeah. Well, there is another way. There is also another way of making your current performance stand out. And probably the easiest way of getting yourself promoted is actually change company. You change company and you can lie about everything that you've done in the past. So no matter what you're doing here currently, you obviously bump that up 20, 30, 50%. So you can go into the next company where they don't know you, and then you can, lie your way into a promotion. You just lie about your previous experience. You were managing a team of 2, that suddenly becomes a team of 200. So in the new company, they may or may not check that out. It's a great way of get yourself promoted.
Those 2 people could feel like 200 people.
There you go.
Depending
Absolutely.
on how needy they are. So it's not really, it's an embellishment.
It's about you empowered those people to feel like 200 people.
Yes, because you have factors of X behind them because you made them a team, like we were talking team last time.
Yeah, and you made them scalable. You made them, you empowered them. You lifted them to that next level so that two people were performing at the level of 200 people. And so if you can say that with enough conviction in a new company, you can't do it in your own company because they won't believe you and they'll find out. But in a new company, if you can say that with enough conviction, I mean, we all know it's, sincerity is where it's at. So, once you can fake sincerity, then you have it made.
That's actually not the worst advice though, Mel. There's actually something to that.
Oh, you don't like, you prefer the rat poisoning then? Oh, sorry, I didn't say rat
Or
poisoning.
I'm just saying, like, there's actually something to the fact of like, be convicted and sincere. Like that's some actual good advice. Whereas food poisoning your colleagues, there's like no like, do not do this for real. This isn't, this is a little bit of tongue in cheek. People do not actually food poison
Oh, you
your
have to
colleagues.
explain that. We have to explain that to people that don't do that.
Don't do food poison your colleagues. Like
You
this
could
is
put
like
Dettol.
yeah, I feel like we need a disclaimer at the bottom. Like, do not
They
actually.
could put bleach. You could put bleach in their food. Bleach is a cure-all for everything.
Well, you could just do the Tide Pod challenge thing with them, right? Like,
Yeah, you could put bleach into their food or something like that. Bleach cures everything.
so, one of the things we didn't discuss, but I think this could be a really good promotion thing is besides stalking your boss, hire a private investigator, get
Oh
all
yeah.
the dirt you can on your boss, and then show them the video and then be like, okay, and how about my promotion now?
There we're talking. Now we're talking. That's it. Taking it to the next level. Don't just talk about wiping out the competition. Go straight to the source. Amy, you are a natural. There's going to be a part 2 of this book with all the Amy tips added on.
Oh my gosh, that would be terrible, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would work.
But I mean, there's something to be said for that, though, right?
Well, you're watching too many movies, or maybe that's what happens in real life. You know.
Blackmail your way to promotion. That sounds
But
like a a bestseller.
there's your bestseller. There you go. There's your caption for this session. Blackmail your way to promotion.
Okay, so Mel, next time we are going to be switching things up a little bit, and we're going to be talking about something that I have a real struggle with. And Mel's very patient. I know you guys probably don't get this behind the scenes from the way we present ourselves, but I'm not really the best morning person. And it's my morning and Mel's afternoon when we do these shows. And Mel sends me these little like messages like wakey wakey, and I'm like, oh, it's the morning. This is my Sunday. And I really don't want to get up and do this show. I mean, once I start doing it, I'm happy. But like when I'm in bed, no offense, Mel, but I'm not thinking of you. And
Thankfully, you're not thinking of me. Thankfully.
so the thing is, there is a sort of like disastrous morning tips. What is all Mel's advice on how to get up and get at them in the morning? So we're going to be
Absolutely.
talking about disastrous morning tips next week.
See you all next week. Talk to you then.